This
could
conference
be.
will now be recorded.
Now, okay, apply. So now Ubuntu and sudo -s. Now history, some of the commands. So yeah, okay. So now I have to change this configuration file. So IP address got changed, right? So config.yaml. So cd etc rancher cd RKE2 vi config.xml. Now this is the primary IP address, and what I'll do, let's use the private IP address. That way it will not change next demo. This will keep irritating me. So this is the private IP address, and this is the uh, private IP address. So let's use the private IP address. So yeah, and server. Okay, just a second. Here, and this one. Save it. And now I have to stop and start. So for that, you can use this one. So stop, start. So I'm embedding the private IP address, so that way next demo onwards I'll not repeat the things. Now I should log into agent server. Now, so new Ubuntu sudo -s. Now etc Rancher RKE2. Now here config.yaml, and here it should be 15, which is correct. So that IP address, that's correct. So here is a private IP address, that is fine, no problem. And now Kubernetes, restart this uh, here, shut. Okay, so now I did it. Let validate if any changes. So kubectl uh, get nodes.
I think you need to set the environment variable export.
Uh, Port, which is here.
Yeah,
Now, should I set in the var source? It's okay. So kubectl get nodes. So now it's ready. So now here one is server component and one is agent. Now the thing is, go to yesterday session, follow up the below topics. Rancher management installations and configurations to NGINX. NGINX will do that a little bit separate and downstream. Okay, so now what is the question?
Okay, can you just explain what you have tried to install since beginning?
Okay, so
Uh,
let me explain it. Yeah, so RKE, when you set up a cluster, RKE cluster, so basically RKE2 cluster. So here in this, there are three roles of node. Roles of node. Okay, so what is the roles of node? Uh, Again, when you say create a cluster, automatically you are talking about HA, okay, high availability. So there is a one node which is roles of node is server, and there is a one node which is called agent, and there is a one role you can say HA, load balancer. Right now I'm not talking about the load balancer. So now server, you can have multiple. So here server, which is you can say primary server, and rest of the server you can have it secondary server. Secondary server agent will so here when you have a one primary server, that's okay. Here agent also will have. Now server runs on the port number 99 something like that,
9345.
9345. So here this is running on the 9345. This is also running on 9345. This is also running on 9345. And now this is the agent. Okay. So now the next question is, uh, now there is a problem here. And the problem is, if it is one server, one agent, that is superb. And there's no problem. But here there is a problem, and that is like this agent will talk to this one, or this one, or this one. This agent will talk to this one, this one, this one. What exactly? So what we do, we combine this one and set up on load balancer. Now load balancer can be set up using uh, NGINX and all. So here you have three server, three IP address. Now this will talk to load balancer. This all talk to load balancer here. And here this server will have some of these, will have API server, etcd, scheduler, controller, all this thing will be load balanced. And now here this agent will be used for creating a downstream clusters. Understood?
Okay, understood. Um, as per the document, we can see there are three ways what as a load balancer what we can use. One is
Your voice is breaking for me actually.
it is clear now.
um I mean, voice is coming, I mean clarity is not there.
Okay.
Now it's coming. Yeah, what you
Yeah.
did?
Yeah. So configure fixed registration and launch first server and then add additional server. This is what.
uh, uh, can you just close that mic? I mean, is there any setup problem or something?
No, no, no. Mic is good only.
I can hear your voice, but clarity is not there what you are saying.
Okay, I understood the H cluster setup. Um, so the fixed registration is something what we taken a token and try to register, try to add a additional server, right?
So this additional server means, in order to, it's very simple. Agent, in order to become an agent and add as a downstream for this cluster, there is a node token. So last time what we did, let me show you. This was not in quote. So this node token was not coming correctly. So that is the reason I put it in the quote and started working. So that's all I did.
Okay. So I'll just uh, I'm trying to make my point whether just correct me if I am wrong. So first we need to install RKE on the server node. Okay, and then we need to set the config.yaml
Okay,
that comes.
so your voice is breaking actually. So let me put it up this one. So first of all, you have to decide how many server you have. So one, in my case, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Let's
Every places.
talk about three node HA cluster. So
So in this case, this is the 3 node HA cluster. Agent can be as many. Okay, for
okay.
downstream cluster. So
Mhm.
now first thing is what you need to do, install here. Here you have to install RKE2 server edition. Okay,
Okay.
server edition. And here you need to install agent edition. Here you need to start the server. And when you start the server, let me show you the configuration for it. So this is the configuration for server. Okay, so here you say, hey, server this is the IP address, private IP address. Now if you have a more server, uh, 1, 2, 3, so this IP address will come here, 1, then below, then second, then third. Examples, let me show you. uh, so something like, just a second. So something like this. Okay, so this is the first server, this is the second server. Okay, so in this case you have a 2 server, and here you start the server, enable the server. So that is done. After that agent, you will, if you have a load balancer, that's a different thing. If you don't have it, one of the server you can talk to, and here you'll start the and enable the agent. So that is something you will do that here. So agent configurations I've showed you, but one more time I'll show you. So here, agent configurations, uh, agent agent configurations, like see here, this one. So this is the content of config.xml yml, and here it is. And then
Okay.
you start the agent here, enable the agent. So that is did this. Now what you have to do, deploy an application. So this is a Kubernetes deployment. You can do through the RKE server and get it done. Are you understanding? Now load balancer, how do you set it up? So NGINX, we have to install it. Uh, go top. So here, this is the NGINX configurations. All these are NGINX configurations, which is done in this file. So install the NGINX. This is the send to us actually instruction. Then modify this file, and then inside this stream, this is the stream. So load balancer, you can read the little bit. NGINX load balancer configurations. So so see here, HTTP upstream. Okay, so this is the one server, this is the second server, this is the third server. Now all this thing, it will take it to the 80 port, and it will go to, when you hit to this one, okay, proxy, it will take you to this servers, one of these servers. So port number 80, path, okay, proxy, this is the address, it will take to this one or this one or this one. So this is the configuration for it. So here something similar configurations in the last page also. So here you decide, here you have stream, upstream backend. These are the three servers you have. It's an agent server. And sorry, not server 9354. This one, and here 1, 2, 3, and then here this is the so this is the upstream, and after that here you are defining the backend. So 9345, and anyone who is hitting little complicated configurations they have made it. So anywhere is hitting to 80 port, okay, HTTPS. So they will take it to one of this 1, 2, 3, and accordingly this will become your agent server. So all these configurations you have to set it up this one. So this is for 80 port, this is for 6443, this is for 9435. So different configurations are there, and agent configurations here downside I showed you. Here this is the one, you can use this one. Okay, so what is the question?
Okay, so we need to first install RKE2 server node, and then we need to set the config.yaml, which is with TLS mentioned,
Hmm.
and once that is done, you need to start the server.services,
Hmm.
uh, and then once the server service is started, what is next? We need to add the next server. We need to launch the next server.
Right, yeah.
Okay, so if it is a next node, also it's a server node, then we need to add TLS icons and IP address below.
Right, yeah.
Okay, and then we need to set that config.yaml the same TLSN, or we need to set the server that IP address of 9345, and then the token we need to add. We
In
do
the
it
agent
from
you have to specify this server IP address.
so, okay, server IP address and token number of the server node
Node
token.
token. I'll tell you the token nodes. So here it will be inside that. Just a second, hold on.
I think you can go to user local, not user local.
Bar
Okay,
actually.
var
Bar. Just a second. Let me
var
get it
lib.
the path.
Go to lib.
This is the path, and this is the file you have to take it up. Got it?
Okay. So if at all we are using load balancer, that is something you explained. Load balancer, NGINX load balancer, and it common,
Yeah.
right? We can use DNS also, right? IP address, and then
You can use DNS also. Yeah.
okay, and then that host name also we can use. Host
Yeah.
name also.
IP address, host name, DNS. So in this example, they have used the host name. But if you are using host name, then there is one headache actually. So what you have to do, you have to do like this work. So private IP address you can use for ease of work. So if you are using the host name, then you have to always set that their private IP address in the etc host file.
Okay, this is something for a HA cluster.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we will. I will. Uh, I will get to understand when we are installing Rancher management server.
Hmm.
Okay. So can you just have a document and which can share to me? I mean, it's good
Yeah.
to understand.
I'll do one thing. I'll just modify this file and share with you. I forgot that last time. I'll do that this one after that. Okay. Okay.
Oh,
So in this one, understand this. To let me close this. Yo.
you can.
Huh. So here, if you see that this is the architecture one of this, and here you have a server node, and here you have a agent node. Now server node, all of your component, which is like etcd API server controller manager scheduler, all this thing will be done. Will be set it up in the server node. Agent node, okay, you can deploy. Here you have a RKE supervisor, and they will deploy the pods, and different workload and stuff like that. So in the RK node, you can deploy all this stuff. So networking, core DNS, ingress, service mesh, other apps, and all stuff like that. So here, uh, just a second. So let me deploy one applications. So
No, it's fine. You can just go for Rancher Management Server installation.
yeah. So here, this is the one deployment. Let's look at this. And just a second. Okay. PI dep.yaml. So this is the this is the NGINX deployment or demo. Save it. Done. Now where is the deployment command? And dep.yaml, and is deployed. Now kubectl get pods is running. Now if you see get pods -o wide, so this is running in this one and this one. So two machines, it got high availability done. So this way it's being used now. So if you see that I have a two nodes which IP address is here and here, private IP address. So it's got deployed in this one, and you can check this out here, and you can expose the services. All this thing, I think you know that, right?
Yes, 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 I know.
Yeah. So here, this is the one, and cluster IP, and this is the IP address 31, which is here 32476. That's IP address on the node port you can access. Any questions?
Yeah. So now I just want to understand in real environment. I believe we may go with the DNS and load balancer. So,
In the real environment, DNS and load balancer, yeah.
okay. Okay. If we install Rancher Management Server on the HA cluster, I mean, basically we are going to use HA cluster for Rancher Management Server only. Okay.
Hmm.
And due to
Hmm.
that, once the Rancher Management Server installed, we are going to have multiple downstream clusters. So
Correct,
that
yes.
contains master one and worker nodes. So
Yes, yes.
this is how we are planning here. And
Hmm.
if HA install Rancher management server is installed. I just want to understand how we are going to access the console in terms of whether we are going with load balancer and how what are the free config we need to do. That's I want to understand.
So uh, basically, first thing, uh, Rancher will be installed in the this cluster RKE2 cluster. Correct now?
Yeah, this
That is
HA
a
cluster is used for only Rancher management servers.
yeah. So that will be installed. Now,
Yes.
uh, now the thing is, if you want uh, to downstream projects. So in this case, first thing you have to decide uh, how do you want to add it. So if it is a EKS, AKS or GKE, that is the API call actually. API call will be done and then it will be added and created. Now manual clusters also it can be added.
Yes, yes.
RK2,
Yes, we are going with Rancher launched clusters, and we are going to use RKE2 also the same.
hmm,
I mean, it's custom one what we are planning to have, not with AWS or vSphere what we are going to do. So it's a custom
hmm,
one, and we are using RKE2, and we it's on premises environment. So we have
okay.
machines, we have machines with us, and we are going to add master node and worker node.
Hmm, hmm,
Uh,
hmm.
that we are going to see in upcoming sessions. Um, so
Yeah.
so my
So
question.
do one thing.
uh,
So you can do one thing. Give me the little bit detailed scenario through WhatsApp. Okay, and I'll try to replicate the same using in my AWS infrastructure. Okay.
okay, what you created is that is fine. That is a two node or three node HA cluster is fine. So on
Hmm.
top of it, you are going to install Rancher management server. So once the
Right. Yeah.
Rancher server is installed, you are going to access the console, and then we
Correct.
are going to create a number of downstream clusters.
Correct.
So
Yeah. But the problem is downstream cluster. You said no. You want RKE2 only, right?
yeah, yeah, RKE2 that is custom one. If you have a virtual machine with you, if you create a
Huh.
AWS virtual machine and you can have
Okay.
it the custom node. That's not an issue.
Okay. So can we install now Rancher now? Are you okay?
Yeah, yeah, we can start. But once now we are going to mitigate this Rancher management server console in terms of high availability. And that
Hmm.
is one thing I want to understand.
Okay. What is the question? Oh, you want to set it up this one?
Right. So so now we are starting with Rancher management server installation. So
Yeah.
in real environment, how we are going to mitigate the load balance, the console, how we are going to mitigate the load balance. That's I want to understand.
Mitigate the load balance.
I mean,
So that's what
how,
I was discussing. No, you have to set up NGINX server and one
hmm,
NGINX server, separate server. So here we are discussing. You set it. We set it up this one and this one. Now we have to set up one load balancer. This is the NGINX server. This is separate machine. And in this machine, install the NGINX and modify the configurations like this mm, here. And you can add all this server here, and then the moment we hit to this load balancer, so this agent will hit this load balancer and this load balancer will manage this agent. So that is how. So here if you see that there's a multiple server, look at it carefully. This server, agent, and this is a load balancer. So now this is a load balancer RKE dot computing for Greek.com. So now if you see that this is the server IP address and uh, port number, and now this will be set it up. This Nginx will be set it up in the place where you have load balancer, And now if you see the agent configurations somewhere downside, just huh. So if you see that this is the no. Uh, this is the load balancer. Look at this here. So this is the load balancer and all the nodes which you wanted. And node I wanted. See here, yeah. This is the node configuration. So here you are putting the load balancer. So that is what you will do that. Are you getting my points?
Okay, this is agent node, right? Or
No,
additional server.
this is the agent node, but you are putting the load balancer IP address and port number.
Okay,
That means, again, I'll repeat, this three server you set it up. Now one more machine will set it up, NGINX install it, and you configure as a load balancer. And there you configure as a load balancer. Now in the NGINX configuration, you add these three machines in the load balancer. Now you hit this load balancer, it will redirect to 1, 2, or 3 like that.
okay. So
Got it?
let me clarify. So we are going with the node HA cluster, and with the three node HA cluster, it can be three node server node, or two node server node, or one can be agent node. So any scenarios. And we are
Yeah,
setting up, once we set up the HA cluster, we are going to deploy Nginx load balancer. So,
yeah,
so the Nginx load balancer created, though we need to expose that Nginx IP and configure it with the load balance, right? I mean,
yeah,
so the Nginx container IP that should be published as a public, then only we can able to route it, right?
yeah, yeah.
Okay. Okay, once that is set up, we can install the Rancher management server, and then we can create the Nginx routing
Okay, so
node.
do one thing. Today only, if you have a time, today only you set it up this all stuff. Maybe after 1 hour, I'll share the documentation with you. And after that, we'll set up the Rancher manager servers and then deploy the downstream project. Okay, in the RKE2 only.
Okay,
Okay, any other questions?
okay, I'm done. You can,
Let's do
This
that. If you have a
conference will
time,
now be recorded.
can we do that now?
yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm installing the Rancher now. So go for uh, where is that? So you can install through the Helm chart also. I had just a second, hold on. Rancher provision RKE Kubernetes no. Cluster provisioning with RKE command no. How to single no. And this is the one Kubernetes cluster. So set up Helm. So let me set up a Helm. So Helm is there. Nope. So Helm download. So I'm installing the Helm. Uh, this is the here. Now tar -zxvf enter. Now echo and echo $path user local bin. So move Helm into user local bin. Helm is installed. Now just check this. So Helm list. So there's nothing installed. So now I will go and add this add. By the way, official documents are here, so you can do that also. So let's follow the official documents only because I have not modified my commands from a long time. So this is adding repository. After that, creating a namespace, cattle system. And SSL configurations, I will avoid it. If you want to use the Let's script, which is a free service, and that you can use it, and so on. So now, which one I tried last time? Uh, so let's encrypt. Okay, so that you can use it for the own certificate. You have to install the cert manager. So let's use the let's encrypt. So let's encrypt. This is the one. You have to add it. You have to say yes in the Helm chart. So install cert manager. So this step is only required to use certificate issued by Rancher Generator CA or to request let's screenshot certificate. Click to expand. So now, so cert manager, copy, deployed. I think some should
You need
not
to
have.
no, you need to follow the first command and then second command. You need to
No,
add the
actually, I did whole things in one go. Copy paste. So just wait for it. So installation done, deployed. Can we verify? Clear the screen and running 1111. Correct. So now after that, I'm going for the let's encrypt. Let's encrypt will give you some sort of uh, um, which one I tried last time. Own certificate. For that you have to use all this stuff. Using own certificate and this one. So I don't have my own certificate right now. I can generate it using cert manager, which is here, or let's encrypt. Uh, but now that let's encrypt set lots of things, set host name, replicas, this, that, which is here, or I will deploy with generator certificate. Uh, okay, so let's use this one and let's check it out.
no, nothing. You can do one thing. You install Set Manager. So now you add. I mean,
Cert manager is already installed. This
that's it.
command, no?
You can go for Rancher installation now.
Rancher.
Yeah, you can directly go for Rancher installation. This is Set
This one,
Manager, not this one. Yeah, this one. Yeah.
correct, no? This is the one. Same thing I'm going for. So enter.
No, not this. This is, I think, command is not the given I. We can. You need to go, come back, come out of this, and then look for Rancher installation.
Rancher.
Installation. I mean, this is the one. You need
This is
to
the
set.
Rancher installation only. The
Yeah,
only this thing is combination is should be self-generated certificate or certificate with let's encrypt or certificate from the files. So it's the same thing. So chart name I have to replace. The problem which
chart
chart
name.
name I did not set it up. That was the problem. So let me set it up the chart repo variable. So chart repo name Rancher chart repo. What is this? So chart repo
You can go to Rancher GitHub. There you will
latest. Let's try latest. Rancher latest. Got it. So let's go for this and this is the latest Rancher latest and copy this guy.
I mean, no. Change the IP address.
Which IP address?
Put IP address on the host name.
Okay, yeah. So IP address. Mm, mm, wait a second. Hold on. Let's use this IP address. I mean host name. Okay, and then done it. So enter. Now it's deployed. Let me confirm. And here, clear the screen and it's deploying. Waiting for image must be downloading for this. Just wait for it. Done. So rollout is completed. Now can we verify? So this is verifications done. See that ready is 3 by 3, up to date 3 by 3, and done. Now this is done. So now let's access it. So so this is the rancher git jobs at manager instant deployment. Yeah. So this is the rancher. Now the problem is I need to uh, hold on a second. I need to access the rancher. So how do we do that? So you can expose that rancher to the node port. That is
You
one thing. Or
can
I can.
just go up on the command window, terminal, on the terminal,
Uh-huh,
Yeah, can you go up?
uh-huh.
Go up. That's it.
It's full. Yeah.
No, actually you cancelled. I mean, you cleared that command, right?
Which one?
No, after deployment, right? After you install the Rancher management server, there is a command where you will have to access the console and then reset the password and all. So I think that you cleared it.
That I know that. I know that steps I know. Okay, you are saying the Helm instruction, right?
No, no, not Helm instruction. You reinstall the latest Rancher, right? That command you run it, and then you saw the deployment is happened. So from
Okay,
there
so
only you will get the details to set the IP address. I mean, access the console and all.
this one you are talking about. That I know that actually.
Okay, you
You're
can
talking
access
about
the console directly.
this one. Wait a second. Uh, Hold on. Helm, Helm install. Sorry, Helm list and -n. This is the deployment. So wait a second. I know that. How do you do that? So you can do that using kubectl port forward uh, -h. Give me 2 seconds. And that is, so what is the port number of Rancher? Do you remember that?
No need any port number. We are supposed to access the console. As soon as you implemented the steps to install Rancher, you will get the IP address with .ss. I mean, you need to put. Anyway, you are given the domain name and all, right? That you need to access it.
No, 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 no. You cannot access. See, I'll tell you. Hold on a second. I'll tell you what talking about. You got confused. This will work only if you are installing in your boxes, which is installed in a laptop, not in the AWS. Let me do that. Help you. So what I'm doing right now, I'm uninstalling it just to get the message, and then install again. So first thing, uninstall. This will not work the way we are saying because this is an AWS. What is this? I uninstall this. Okay. Now again I'm installing it. You will get that message, but that will not help you because here service is exposed with the cluster IP. So you have to expose either node port or load balancer or port forwarding. So that is a ways to get it. Let's try.
No, you can access with cluster IP of cluster IP. I mean, cluster IP. I mean, with
Cluster IP is
host.
not accessible from outside. Clustered
No,
IP is not accessible. That was I was trying to tell you.
okay.
Service cluster.
No, it will not be accessible.
Yeah.
Can just-
So what I was trying to do, I was trying to do the port forwarding or node porting. So anyways, I installed, so I cannot do back. I have to wait for it. Just wait for it. It's taking too much time. So just wait for it. Okay, so there's some problem. Helm list -m battle system. Still it's deployed, so let's validate if it's not uninstalled, so then we can access it. It's gone. So Helm uninstall uninstall hyphen hyphen done. Okay, so now I'm again installing it, and this time it should take less time because image will be already downloaded. What is this? Still in use. Somewhere is still in use. qctl get all hyphen n delete delete job delete pod, right? Pod. This is should delete automatically, but must be some issues. Delete job. Okay, done. Now let's install one more time. What is this?
You can give Helm install Rancher 1 just to use the name.
No, but okay, I'll give it, but it's cleaned up properly. Why it's taking time? Some problem.
Can you just try deleting the cattle system namespace and then try to create again namespace and try to run
Yeah,
the
that is the last resorts. Oh, ho, 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 ho. They have created lots of namespace actually, and there must be some applications must be running. So let's do one thing. Let me delete all this stuff. Qctl delete ns fleet is a networking global impressionate system cattle system. Anything else is there? Let's see. I don't. This also I'll delete it. Okay, and I don't know what is this and this one. This is doing lots of installations, other stuff taking time. Okay, so let's do one thing. Let's continue these sessions tomorrow, and tomorrow we'll set up this, install this in RKE2, and then uh, deploy this downstream cluster. And just you can put your other questions also in the WhatsApp group, so I'll have some documents ready for that. Okay, see you tomorrow. Bye.
Okay, just share me the document. I can try it tomorrow.
Sure. Yeah.